Hello and welcome to Southend TV. I'm here today with Michael Bates. Now, Michael, you've got a very, very interesting story.
Well, I suppose it could be considered slightly interesting, I suppose. I mean, the interesting part of my life, I sent away to boarding school when I was a boy, and when I came back one time, my dad got involved with something called pirate radio. Mm-hmm. The pirate radio phenomenon was where entrepreneurs put radio stations on ships and old wartime fortresses outside of territorial waters to broadcast into the UK. At the time, there was only the BBC that broadcast chamber music, orchestral music, and very stiff upper lip sort of political stuff all the time. There was nothing for the kids. So Dad put this station up, and they were broadcasting pop music, and the kids loved it, and he sold advertising on it, and made a bit of money with it, and that's what it was about. So
where did it go from there?
Well, the governments always hate things they can't control, and they couldn't control the radio station. So they brought in legislation, they extended territorial limits, and they made it illegal for anybody to advertise on the stations, supply them with food. Mm-hmm. Disc jockeys couldn't work there, fuel for the generators, and they basically pushed them out of business. Mm-hmm. So my dad looked for a more interesting jurisdiction, and he found this fort further out in the North Sea. It was called Ruff's Towers at the time, an old naval fort from the war, and we took it over Christmas Eve 1966. But before he put the station back on there, he had the bizarre idea of declaring independence.
So it's its own country?
It's its own country, yeah. Mm.
So that's the Principality of Sealand?
He made it a principality to simplify the law, mm-hmm. to make it easier, so he didn't need a constitution or law books. The Prince's word is the law.
I see, that's fantastic. While you had the Principality, there was a bit of drama on the air.
Had a bit of drama over the years, had a bit of a coup, a bit of a takeover, a military assault to take it back. We've also had government subterfuge and the Navy sent out there to chuck us off. There's been kidnappings, there's been a bit of gunfire, there's been quite a lot of interesting stuff over the years.
That definitely sounds a little bit interesting.
It's all in the book, read the book.
Holding the fort, guys, go check that out. So kidnapping, please go in a little bit of detail, please.
Basically my parents were in Austria, in Salzburg in Austria, meeting a consortium of people that they were business associates, but they turned rogue and they sent people out to Sealand on a Dutch KLM helicopter. I was there on my own. I knew the guys, and to cut a long story short, I ended up locked in this room for 4 days with no food and water. Ended up being taken back to Holland, landed illegally with no passport or anything. And about 2-3 days later, I met up with my dad. We got a helicopter, went out, slid down ropes, and overpowered them.
Blimey, that really is quite a story. Don't hear that every day.
No. Well, that's why they're making a Hollywood film about it. There's actually going to be a Hollywood film.
And you can read about it in your book.
And read about it in the book.
Thank you so much for coming in today, Michael.
My pleasure, Jess.
Holding the fort. Read that, and thanks so much for coming in.